So conversations with the poems of the girl next door. So sure. I started my day with my workout with my coach. Started this exercising with a personal trainer online because me and going to gym and all that, COVID has just changed. Since COVID, it has changed my life. I love the comfort of my home. I love the comfort of doing stuff here. But I think there was a time whereby I was starting to feel physically not fit and heavy, and hence I thought, okay, if I love being home and I don't work out as much as work out in terms of waking up, going to work, up and down in the office. So that was a form of some physical activity that one had, which one didn't even think it was. But until COVID happened, so yeah, and then last year I decided, no, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna have some fun and just to stay fit, just to stay physically healthy, and it's been going very well. And I lost a little bit. So yeah, we do measure every end of the month. So yeah, still new, I think November, December, January, February. Actually, it's March. Wow, it's been going on for a while. Yeah, big up to me. So yeah, so today, I think when I was doing my workout, it was a bit challenging, and I was also overwhelmed with some emotion that I didn't even know they were still sitting somewhere there. And with that came an idea that I must just do this session this morning. So I did a live session on Facebook, and just a few friends did join me, and I talked about my theme for the year, which is the words that I'm living by this year. And in that, I've been continuing to unpack, on those, even though I don't do video, but on my daily, I think every now and again, I'm reminded of those 3 words that I chose for the year. So quick reminder, and for those who didn't see it, I think the live is still on Facebook, on my channel. So my 3 words were, I nearly went on my last year with manifestation, so no. So it was healing, boundaries, and courage. So why I chose those words, I think it's just in the year, before I used to do resolutions, and yeah, like a long list of resolutions come December and all that. But since a lot has changed in my life in terms of also subscribing to African spirituality, specifically Kemet, my year starts September instead of December. So it was easier to do the words of the year when hit 2023 with the European calendar, and going back to work, and I started saying, oh, okay, now we are all in the year. Let me see. So those words were more to make sure that I work on the best version of myself, and things that needs me to continue to be better, continue to to be a better version of myself. And I think when I come to the channel as well, where people know me or where I come from, and the platform that I'm having conversations with the girl next door, it's also part of me sharing my journey. It's part of me sharing my life, with people who I feel are part of my life. I used to laugh at myself and saying I have so many friends, and so many even best friends, not just friends, and when I grew older and most people were not part of my everyday, and hence the platform I think grew more because we were not seeing each other. So I think most of my friends and most of my family, or most of everybody in my circle, my daughter would laugh at me now, circle, so would now be on the digital space, and I've made more friends here on the digital space, those that I know and those that I don't know. So yeah, and I've been meeting a lot of people in conversations who come share their stories, their journeys. So I think this is also part of my own journey in the midst of conversation. So the words healing, courage, and boundaries. Every day I still feel like I'm challenged, because I wrote them down, and I went through a rigorous, I went through a proper session in coming up with the words, and I had to write a long list of words and things that I felt like I still need to grow in, or that they're still challenging me, to be the best version of myself. And I felt like I'm still not good in boundaries, in setting those boundaries, and no matter how thin or thick, and I still felt like I'm still going through a lot of emotions, baggage that come from past, and some things that are happening now, they become triggers. So I got to understand that there is so much healing that still needs to happen in this space. As much as I have gone to therapy before, I've spoken to people, I've reached out to friends and established monthly coffee dates, so that I can talk about stuff and all that. As a process of healing, we do things differently. Been continuing to try, writing that book, which is very slow. I know I need help. If anybody needs to help me out there, please do. But anyway, and courage. And I felt these three words started working together for me so much that when my boundaries are shaken a bit, when I felt like somebody is overstepping, then emotions will come, and the hurt and pain will come, the triggers will come, and I realized that I need to have more courage to say no, or more courage to actually do things that I don't normally do. If I need to shut down, I must shut down. If I can't do something, I can't do something. I must just say no, and I must not just always put everybody and everything before me. So within those words, started working so hard to always be aware of each and every word, or each and every theme of my life. And guess what? The more I paid attention, the more I, see visually, because I have my words everywhere in my notebooks and all that. So as I'm seeing them every time, if something happens, immediately one of them will come to say, hey, like my trigger will be like, pop, 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 if my boundary is like, or if I actually I'm not doing what I'm supposed to be doing, or if I'm letting other people, overstep, my boundaries, because I've realized also, which is a two-way street. Sometimes I think I have been the one who has enabled a lot of people to actually, step on, my boundaries, and so it's not always about people outside of self. So I've realized that actually I've been an enabler. I've enabled people I've made it easy for people to just decide and think, they can do things or ask things from me as they please. And I realized when it started to feel otherwise that, okay, something is not right with some of the things, So yeah, my boundaries, I've been learning. Few things that I've been doing. Sometimes we talk about stuff and never share what are you doing, with what you're dealing with, and how is it getting better every day. Like now I know I'm at work. I've set, there's some nice things, some nice apps that one finds. Setting up a focus time every week that nobody, book into a calendar, focus time where you are dealing with things that you're supposed to do with, focus on, without a distraction. Yeah, my emails and phone calls and all that, switching off and all that. I've been doing that, and that has been helping, because also on my social home life, I'm able to switch off, and flight mode. No WhatsApp will come in, because I know when I get in WhatsApp, I wanna respond immediately, So one of those things whereby, if I'm not like currently, this is my focus time, so that is one of the things that I've been doing to create boundaries for myself and also for people out there, and knowing that I'm the enabler, so I need to deal with myself. So I've been doing that. And then in terms of healing, I think, yes, I've been crying a lot more. I've been sharing a little with people, like if you are part of my trigger emotionally, or you are part of the people who how can I put this, like my family, if there are people who I feel like emotions and pain and all that, they are part of my pain point, I've been able to share, or I've been able to put a stop on the things that I felt they've been not good for me, as an example, like if I know that talking to this particular person hurts me, or exposing myself to them, or if anything happens, I ask about stuff or question, or, I decided, what, now stop. This is toxic. This is not working for me. Let me disengage, let me take a step back, let me not participate anymore, because it's not working out for either me or them, so such things, so on the other side of boundaries, focus time, switching off more, and social media now, focusing more on conversations with the Poms at the Girl Next Door, and not posting my life posting for the sake of posting, so those are the things that I've been doing. And then finding courage, or being courageous with stuff, the big one that goes back to my boundaries, that goes back to healing, is courage to say no. Why I say courage to say no? Because I've been that one person who dala bebathi or abantu abadala bazothi awunawo umthambo kano, and I think, yeah, I lacked umthambo kano kakhulu, and I think eyenze most of the things that got me where I am, where I'm hurt, or I feel like people are taking advantage of me, or like me. Then I had to realize that actually I was the one who was not saying no often, because when I was saying yes to everybody else, I was saying no to myself. So I had to learn to say, hey, I must say no to everybody else and yes to me. So I've been having courage to say yes to Upumzile. If this is Upumzile's time, it's my time. If this is what I'm working on, this is what I'm working on for Upumzile. So those are the kind of things that have been helping, and taking stock. So I wonder where you are with your words of the year, because there were people who joined me on my live, Facebook live, and they also shared their words, and a lot came out, more on self-love, of putting oneself. And I think the themes were similar, and that's why I was happy, to say, okay, I can have people that could be accountable, I could be accountable to, because they are going through the same, so just, this is me checking in. I hope if you are part of my life, when you get time, please do share, maybe on my page, Conversations with the Poms at the Girl Next Door. Just put it out there, just drop it in there and say how your year is going, how your words, your theme for the year is going, and how have you been handling those themes or goals, or your words of the year. How have you working with the words of the year? We're not talking resolution, obviously, to say I'll be doing this by this time, end of the year, I would have no, but just on a daily looking into yourself and taking stock of being the best version of yourself. So yeah, I thought I should come here today and share that I'm still in the journey, and I'm still in the journey of self-love, of making sure that I heal. It's still a journey, and making sure that talking about healing, I'm already feeling the emotion, and I'm making sure that I thicken those boundaries and actually self-check, on how am I enabling others, and how am I, doing disservice to myself, so, and having more courage to speak up. And I've been doing quite well, because like at work, as an example, I've been vocal, where I'm not happy here, or I'm vocal more. I'm able to talk about things that before I'll just let it slide and just be it's business as usual. But it's getting better. I hope when I do my diaries, oh yes, I should call this diaries, conversations with the Fumzile diaries. So when I do my diaries, as the year goes and the months goes, one will be able to share now the maybe results. I'll come maybe and share maybe 3 things that happened, and this is how I dealt with them. So yeah, so this is me taking stock and making people who my friends, my girls and boys next door to be accountable with me, and also check in to say, okay, we see you, what you're doing. And yeah, please subscribe. The YouTube channel, it's doing very well. We're growing. We, I think, are going close to 300 subscribers, and we are, I think, early March we were on about 7,000 views. So the traction is there. We're growing. So please remember to subscribe. I don't know, people thinking when they subscribe it's money. No, currently we're not making money on the channel. It's not a money-making channel currently, but I hope in the future, me sharing other people's journey as stories, it can actually grow to a business. It can grow to a channel that we look into and grow with, and share stories that changes other people's lives. Yeah, no, okay, I'm not going to be negative and say not like other channels. Guys, I was watching this show about Itini, Mama Makoti, Huwena, or Are You the One? Something like that. Oh, guys, story for another day, and I hope I'll invite somebody so that we can talk about such things, because they still happen to Kotiza and all that, and how people are treated. But something like that. I hope to grow this channel to a proper conversation a channel that could grow into something like that, could grow into a TV show, let me put it out there, could grow into a bigger screen than just YouTube channel and Instagram, social media channels. So please do subscribe, and then hit the notification button so that you will be when we are dropping any videos, you are able to know immediately and view. And thank you for the views, and we are excited that we can see the traction. So yes, remember to subscribe. So Conversations with the Girl Next Door Diary.